Hello everybody, my name is Marcus and I'm Bean Man from Florida, and what you see, that's my beehives behind me. The reason why I put this video is after 3 years raising the bees from zero, I might have a chance to sell the bees at this moment. So what I have, you're gonna watch the videos later. I'm just gonna want to tell you a little bit about my honeybees, what I got so far. It's about 160 colonies I have so far, big and small. And since I took a last video, I made about 15 or 20 more splits and raising my queens, and that's what I have so far. Total deepers I have 240 deepers in the hives. That's brand new frames. If you see that the white boxes, and I put this year, it's also like 440 supers, and that's like 240 and 440 supers, and everything in the beehives. And right now that's I'm in a bees in a Punta Gorda in Grove, Orange Grove. If I know on this side it's like a mile and a half that direction, the orchard. That direction is, I would say, about 2 miles, and this direction is like a mile. So it's a plain and nectar, and this is one of the spots where I am right now, my main base. What I have now, that's I worked for the honey this year, started, and as you can see, looking at this hive, every big dipper brings like 60 pounds of honey, and a super brings about 40 pounds of honey. So basically this colony is going to bring me 6 by 3, 180 and 40, 220 pounds. That one is 120 and 40, like 200. This one, you make a calculation. I put one high on the scale, which you're going to see that. It was like end of the March. So that had a hive like 6 pounds a day. Today is the April 3rd, and on the scale it brought me like yesterday like 8 pounds of honey per day. Basically on the scale I put like 3 supers for honey and 1 deeper. That's like 60 and 120. Yeah, it's a 200 also. No, it's 180. Whatever. I'm not good at math today. If you buy my bees, why I'm selling it first, of course, if I don't have any problem, because it sounds crazy when you sell the beehives when you have big honey flow, and approximately they bring me, my rough estimate on all my hives, they bring barrel plus like 55-gallon drum a day. And why is the reason I'm selling? I'm not sick physically or mentally. Mentally, it's selling the bees during the honey flow. I don't think there's some normal guys, but I do that. Bees are healthy, so I just put a lot of queens and still raising queens. If you see those nukes, I raised my own queens also. I have another project to do. So I have a choice if I do it early spring, at this moment in a month I'm gonna start it, or I'm gonna delay on that project in October, November. So I have a choice: you extract this honey, take him to Palmetto, and then add with about 300, 400 supers, brand new ones, and get some honey from Brazilian pepper, and then put him in a 2-story high and sell him so somebody would take him to California. that's the kind of couple options I have now. But if somebody's going to give me a good price on what I have now, so they can have you can have a hives. It's going to be yours. Of course, you're going to extract this honey. I'm not going to do that. It's yours. It's going to be yours. And plus, just make a calculation, palmetto, but you need to move the hives. So opportunity, and after palmetto, extracting honey from orange and palmetto, summertime, you can raise your own queens or buy the queens. They're cheap in summertime, much cheaper than in early spring. And you're going to be prepped for Brazilian, or if you want to raise the more, let's say, you can, from these hives, you easily can, like, let's say from 200, you can do 1,000 beehives easy. Piece of cake. It's a lot of work, of course, a lot of money, manpower, but it's possible to do it. And what I did the first year here in Florida, not having no truck, I didn't have any equipment. And I raised from 3 hives, barely alive. I bought them because nobody would sell them to me. I raised 60 hives till Brazilian pepper, and I extracted 2.5 barrels of honey first year. It also helped my brother to raise from 3 hives to 60. So basically, from 6 hives, like I would say 5 fairly, we raised 120 hives and built the boxes and fed them, and that's running 2 jobs. So I have now 2 jobs, and I cannot handle the 3rd project now. So at least I'm gonna have 2 jobs, because last year I worked like, last 3 years I worked like between 14 and 18 hours a day. It's unbelievable. But thank God I'm good. This is why if you buy it, so you might have an option. If you're hungry to raise the bees, that would be a good start. To start with this kind of amount of bees and raise your own hives. If you have, let's say, 500,000 hives and you have income already from the hives, you can put these bees on the side and raise them, so there would be additional to your existing business. So if you have any further questions, you can drop me a line on Marcus, M-A-R-C-U-S, Sunshine, S-U-N-S-H-I-N-E, bees @gmail.com, and give me an offer if you're interested. So basically, from April 3rd, I would like to hear, like, in the next 10, maximum 15 days, because the honey is not ready for extract. I'm gonna start extracting the honey. So far, I extracted, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, the 4 barrels of honey. So they kept in the orchard, and you know, a lot of things were blooming. This is why I extracted already 4 barrels, and today I'm gonna even extract another half or 3/4 barrels, because some overloaded bees, and it just started, like, it's coming to the full bloom, and I don't have any room in the hives, even that high. And let's say in some hives in my other spot, like 2 supers already full of honey. So I need to take him out, extract, and put him back on. These colonies are still strong, and I want them to work. So don't get in trouble, you know, that's because they might swarm if you don't give them any room for the honey. So this is what I got. If you just think about it, and what I'd like to, it's my suggestion, because this is the 3rd time I started the bees in my life. 3rd time. I had the bees in Central Asia, in Siberia. I had a lot of hives, like up to 800 in California. And after several years working on the cars, I, you know, made a decision, started a hobby, and see what happened. So I don't want to downsize for summer, because I don't want to quit with bees. I enjoy working with bees. So I just want to raise the queens, and like, you know, up to 20 hives. The 20 hives, no more, please. And just enjoy, you know, being in the orchard, the nature. That's just my kind of my relaxation, and do a lot of projects. Oh, before the projects, I want to say something. I also have, give me a second, I'll bring something. With the bees, I might sell up to 500 these frames. This is like a 20 unbuilt. That's going to be like another. I drop them on a box, and in a month, 2 weeks, they're going to be built. I might sell like you know, those boxes. See those boxes, red and queens, and 500 this kind of frames already built with the wax, and you can raise your own queens, like 5 per nuke. You can raise up to, you're going to have like 100 nukes, and twice a month at least, you know, if it's a lazy way, maybe 2.5 times, you know, that's a month, you can raise your own queens. Just make a calculation, so you don't have to buy your own, you can raise your own queens, so you don't have to spend the money for the queens. And what kind of genetic I have there with bees, I started, last year I started with Carnica, and it's one line. You know, I don't have any time to mark the queens down. I just put like some on the hives. Like this year, I put like yellow spray a little bit, so I know this is 2017. And some marks on the tops, like it says 16. On some, I don't have because I didn't have the time to mark the lids. So this is a possibility. So you can raise your own queens. So it's not going to be more expensive for you. If you need like 1,000 queen or 500, you don't have to spend any money, and you can work on it. Always having the bees and queens, you raise your own queens. And this is that's a project which I want to do for the bees. I want to later on. I just want to put like a wax melting machine. I built one, and I want to show it on YouTube video. Then what else I have? Oh, by the way, I just invented one thing, like not invented actually. I just modified it. I was an engineer in my young age, and I engineered one tool. I don't have time to build it because I built several prototypes, and I came to the final one. But now I'm just overloaded a little bit. Different kind of things to do. So you can treat your hives, not open the hive. I'm telling you, you don't have to open the hive to treat the bees. One treatment takes like time-wise, let's say 5-6 seconds. It's a fume machine, and the cost of each treatment is going to be 5 cents max. 5 cents per hive. So one-time treatment, 20 hives, it's $1. Cool. That's what I need to build, and a lot of things I just want to share with the guys. So this, I think my introduction was a little bit too long, but if you have any questions, the bees are in Punta Gorda, and whoever is going to get first response and give me good offer, bees and honey is going to be yours. Watch the video.